Long Island and Rhode Island. We'll be tracking that happening here early this morning, but the worst of the storm still yet to come, although some flooding has already happened. Henri did shift east overnight. The speed slowed down just slightly. The worst of the wind and rain, and we're talking speeds of wind above 80 miles an hour for eastern Long Island, and flooding that's already occurring now could get worse. Details on that, plus the winds and how strong they will get for the middle part of the day across the tri-state. It's all ahead in the AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Rhode Island, Block Island might be the spot here where the storm makes its first landfall. North winds at 18 miles an hour, so storm has slowed the movement just a little bit overnight. So we'll watch the storm, but these outer bands, look what's happened overnight just within the last 3 to 4 hours. So much moisture and rain. We set a record in Central Park. We had 6 inches of rain. It slowed down just a little bit, shift to the east, but that does not mean that it will not impact us. So what we're going to do as we look at the storm here is we're going to take it region by region. All the way through the afternoon into early tomorrow morning, we'll be tracking this storm through the northeast. But right here in the tri-state, region by region, we're going to have different impacts. Meteorologist?
Yeah, that's the case. And really what you see just really all depends on your location, especially to the center of Henri. So expecting the worst impact.
Higher, and the winds are strong right through 10 p.m. As far as these rainfall totals that we're seeing coming in, again, coinciding with what our forecast is, can't emphasize enough this area just to the north up through the Hudson Valley of how much rainfall we could potentially get on top of what's already happened. So the forecast in the upper 70s Henri on land today, and then lingering early tomorrow morning with a shower, and then we're done with that, but it's hot. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, temperatures are near 90 degrees. So if we get the expected power outages for Long Island that we're projecting, this could be a very difficult week of cleanup ahead because it will be hot and uncomfortable. Well, much more coming up on Henri across the area. We'll be right.
Storm reports, especially the amount of rain that we've received. But this is just another way to look at that, showing the heaviest rain. This is our 2-day rainfall totals about 4 inches in Central Park.
And maybe even as late as 9 or 10 o'clock, we're still getting some rain in this area. Tomorrow, a lingering shower, temperatures rebound, and we've got a big cleanup. We'll talk about all this coming up, the full forecast in just a few minutes. A lot of information, Mike, but we want people to know that really across the entire tri-state, we're having impacts from Henri.
No doubt. We already felt that last night. You mentioned those totals.
In AccuWeather, we're tracking Henri, which has been downgraded to a tropical storm now. We'll continue to see the impacts, even though it has lessened in intensity. Does not mean that the impacts have lessened. We're looking for a landfall mid-morning between eastern Long Island, perhaps Rhode Island, Block Island a possibility, and then the storm will move into New England. But we have a lot of water and wind to get through. A storm surge expected of 3 to 6 feet on eastern Long Island. We'll talk about the details and go region by region when we come back for the AccuWeather 7-day forecast.